Back to Brody, man. I was loving it. We're sitting at the pool and I gave him my phone and I said, hey, can you look at my TikTok and just give me some tips? And he's like, sure. My very latest TikTok was a video of Jason Creel mowing. And he gave me some tips. He's like, that wasn't long enough. I don't like that arrow. Get rid of the text. He's like, this is universal. It's oddly satisfying to watch. He's like, anyone around the world could watch this. He just gave me a bunch of tips and pointers. So I didn't know that he started following me though. So I go back to my apartment and I'm sitting there and I'm hanging around, and on TikTok, it gives you all these notifications. So I'm looking at the notification that says 58 minutes ago, Brody Wellmaker, check mark, started following you. And I'm sitting there acting a fool, man. Yeah, buddy. Oh, I'm like doing cartwheels around my apartment. I'm like, oh yeah. But now I'm all nervous because I'm like, if I post something, he's gonna watch it. I don't want to put your gut out there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's nice, man. I think I did watch one of your videos because it popped up. Like when you open the app, it pops up. So I saw it. I think it was Jason Creel mowing. And I just clicked on your profile. I'm like, oh, that's, it's Paul. And I think it was the first time that I found you. So I followed you, but I started watching some of your other videos. Yeah, they were pretty cool. You did one with the lawn tools, correct?
Yeah, those guys, man, it was so much fun. They have 1 million TikTok followers, but what they did is they took their 18 acres, Phil, in their backyard. It's humongous. And they built a golf course. So they built putting greens, tee boxes, fairways. I mean, it's a nice golf course. It's not like some raggedy. I was driving through Alabama and Jason's like, oh yeah, there's our golf course. And I was like, I was trying to be polite because I'm like the tour, or the guest or whatever, a visitor. I'm like, that was a raggedy looking golf course, man. But the lawn tools built a really nice golf course. So we go back there, and I just don't have friends that I enjoy making videos. Like when I was a little kid, I was the oldest one in my family and on my streets. I would like make my brothers and sister and the neighbor kids, I would like assign everyone. I was like, all right, this is your role. That's your role. And I would film a movie with my dad's camcorder, and none of them wanted to do it, but I just loved making content even back then. So hanging out with the lawn tools, Phil, was so much fun because they loved it too. Like, hey, let's make a video doing this. Let's do that. Let's do this. And the very first video they posted of us, it was like, I acted like I was their neighbor, and they tried to mow my yard, and I started yelling at them, and it had like 2 or 3 million views, like right out of the gate. So I was like, all right.
Was that on your profile or theirs?
They posted it on theirs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
on yours though, Paul. If it was on yours, man, that would be nice.
Yeah, he asked me, he's like, do you want to post it on yours or should I post it on mine? And it was just getting dark. We're running out of time. What happened was we did the podcast, and we just kind of, sun started setting, and then all of a sudden we went on a roll, and we just started making videos till the sunset. And it was the same thing when I visited Geek to Freak. He had the same thing, man. We're literally, Greg was running down the street trying to get in one more video before the sunset. So I just love, because not that many people, a lot of people are afraid of the camera, or they don't want to be on camera. Like, get that out of my face. So when I get around friends that are like wanting to make videos with me, I get in the zone for sure.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, hanging out with the lawn tools was really, 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 really fun as well. Oh, nothing. I was just checking Adobe Edition and make sure everything's filming. I have the history and tendency of forgetting to hit record. So I'm like,
well, I know the StreamYard's recording because I see that live button. It's ticking. So
yeah, we're using StreamYard video. So this is on YouTube. And thanks for sharing the last time we did a video. You shared it and it got a whole bunch of views. And I changed the thumbnail too, because I had this raggedy looking thumbnail and I changed it to a picture of you.
Yeah, I like that one. That was a nice professional thumbnail. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. And I have another one. I could probably show it to you. I had it made for today because I was maybe going to do a live stream with you. And so I had the thumbnail ready to go live.
You know what you should do? Take my recent uploaded thumbnail, or not the recent one, but the second to last one, where I have like that sun hat. Take that, and now that would make a real nice cropped image with the thumbnail like that. Yeah.
So okay. Well, I already paid the lady to make it.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
We're on a very tight budget around here at the greenindustrypodcast.com.
All right.
But we got some big sponsorships in the works. So maybe we'll be able to splurge on some thumbnails, but not yet, folks. Not yet.
Yeah.
I was talking to my bookkeepers last night, man, Megan and Joey, and like, you got to write a book one day sharing your business story, because it's like with the lawn business now, with the podcast, it's like humble beginnings. And Joey was even encouraging me too, because he's like, if you read most major success stories, most of them at either around age 30 or 35, they had a catastrophic failure and kind of splattered, hit rock bottom. And then the next business or project after that one is usually the one that we've heard about. And there's so many examples of these. Before you hear of whatever the success story is, there was a story of another business that was probably a failure that was first. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. But you learn those lessons from the failure, and then when you start the new one, you just do things right, and then it's just a perfect ingredient, perfect storm, so to speak.
Yeah, and talk about never giving up. You know, some people, when they come to a halt or when they come to a crash or a fail, they tend to give up. I think what's the percentage of businesses that go out of business within like the first 4 years?
Yeah, it's in North America, 80% of small businesses fail in the first 5 years. And I heard another stat. I had it written down, but it was something like 92% fail in there was a different stat too. But long story short, you got less than 20% chance of making it in your first 5 years. It's wild.
I think your stat, were you thinking about the stat? Because I was listening to one of your podcast episodes. Were you talking about the stat about the construction companies? The 92%?
It was Eric Triplett. Eric shared the stat on a recent program. So yeah, the Pond Digger shared it and I wrote it down, but I cleaned my office today, Phil, and I think I threw it away.
I think it was 92% within the first 10 years fail. Okay. And then I don't know the other 8%, but it was a very shocking stat. But I always wondered about lawn care companies or landscape companies, how many of them fail, if there's a percentage or if someone has done a big statistic on lawn care and landscape companies. I mean, I'd want to see what the number is on there, because think about all the fly-by-night companies in this industry.
Yeah, and that's the problem, because the ones that legitimately go out and get a business license and do everything right, most of them fail. But how many of the Chucks and the trucks didn't even statistically get their hat in the game, to even be legally registered? And how many of those are catastrophically failing? But a lot of them do it as a little hobby or side hustle or whatever. And so when I was failing in this industry, I was able to cover it up because I worked at Carrabba's full time. So, and I started working at the radio station. Not that I made a lot of money at the radio station or Carrabba's necessarily, but it was enough to deceive me to thinking everything was okay, because I wasn't missing a meal. I wasn't missing gas in my tank. My life was comfortably in a rhythm of, being able to pay my rent, being able to put food on the table, being able to put gas in the tank. But the fact of the matter was my business was failing financially. I just didn't have a Megan or Joey or a competent professional to say these numbers suck.
Right. Yeah. No one showed you what the numbers mean.
Right. And so what I'm saying is, I think a lot of the Chuck and the trucks, they don't know that they're just a rat in the wheel, and they have some other crutch holding them up, whether it's their retirement or other income or whatever. I do coaching calls all day long, guys. And it's just sad. I love helping people, but it's sad to see how bad businesses really are underneath the hood, and no one's talking about it because everyone just thinks because they got a nice truck and a nice mower that business is booming.
I'm sure my numbers aren't perfect. I've never sat down with anyone and looked at my numbers. So
why don't you call Megan and Joey?
Maybe I will. I'll look at your resource center. Is it on the resource center?
Yeah, they used to be called Gulf Coast Bookkeeping, but now they're called the Landscaping Bookkeepers. And what they do for me, because we've been working together for years now, so I have a number, a goal each month that I need to hit this number to break even. And then I have another goal of my expenses where they don't want my expenses to go. It's like a ceiling. It's like, this is your limit, Paul, of how much I can spend each month. And so if there's a regular month where maybe I need to buy this new piece of equipment or make this update or this change, if I'm going to go above that number, I wait till the next month, or I budget it for 2 months out. And so anyway, the more months you get under your belt working with them, and they have all these ratios and comparing and contrasting. I've been a guinea pig on them for like the last 5 or 6 months, and they have all this new ways of comparing and helping you with your financial goals. And they're gonna roll that out in August to the public, to everybody else. Anyway, I absolutely love working with them and feel a sense of control and know my numbers. And it's super helpful because they'll dial you in like, Phil, here's what you need to be making. Here's your goals. And they're really good at what they do. And so I highly suggest you guys getting plugged in with them. They're so much better than I could have ever dreamed of having a bookkeeper. So I appreciate them a lot.
Yeah, I'll have to do that because, I mean, the way I look at it, I make a decent amount from both sides, from the business and from the media side. My expenses are definitely low. I mean, I don't live like a lavish lifestyle. I'm not going out to a restaurant to eat every day. My wife and I, even though we make a good amount, we still live as if we never had any of this. We live the same life that we did when I used to have a 9-to-5 job. And sure, yeah, sometimes occasionally we'd go out more than we should every month, to a restaurant or something, or go out to eat or buy, a good piece of clothing that would last you quite a while. But we watch our expenses and we try to live not as so much different as we did, back working at the 9-to-5 job. So, but I feel like that's the reason why a lot of businesses fail is, they start making more money and they think that since they make more money, they can spend more money. And so they don't see that. So a lot of them, unfortunately, die off, even when they think that businesses are doing good, or we're making a ton more money than we used to. That doesn't mean that you should go and buy a brand new truck and a brand new trailer, But that's interesting. I've always, I don't know if it's a poor mindset or what, but you got to watch your spendings because I used to, live paycheck to paycheck. So you need to be very, very careful, very cautious of what you spend. So that mentality, I guess, hasn't changed yet. So, which is good. I don't want it to change.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter how much money, whether you make, 10,000 a year, 100,000 a year or beyond, we have to live on less than we make. I think it may actually have been you, Phil, that was on my show when I was sharing the story of Allen Iverson. Was that you I was telling?
No.
I never told you.
I don't remember that.
Oh, really? Are you I never told you the story?
No, go ahead, share it.
Okay.
You might have. Go ahead.
So I had a neighbor, Frank, and I like Frank because he liked the Cleveland Browns. So I grew up in Ohio. He grew up in Ohio, him and his brother, big time Cleveland Browns fan. And he lived at the apartment complex I used to live at over in Duluth, Georgia, way back in the day. So I come home from work one day and I was out cutting grass with my buddy Tyler, and I come home, I'm all dirty. And to get to my apartment, because Tyler dropped me off, I went basically from the front gate. I walked through the pool area back to where my unit was. So Frank's always at the pool, man. The guy's always at the pool. He didn't work. Frank's the character. Frank's not who the story's about. The point was I'm walking back to the pool and Frank's at the pool all day. He's like, hey, Paul. He's like, you got a new neighbor. And, at the time I'm single guy. Yeah, I'm thinking new neighbor. I'm thinking, this is Mrs. Jamison. This is going to be a, beautiful woman. This is going to be my wife, right? That's where my mind. And I said, so who's the new neighbor? And he's like, AI. And I said, what do you mean AI? He said, Allen Iverson. He's like, he was just at the pool. He's like, he was just here. And I said, get out of town. And I live in an apartment complex. Okay. Yeah. He's like, I'm not playing with you, man. He's like, his car's sitting right over there. Go check it out. And so I walk over there and there's a Maybach, black, real fancy car with Pennsylvania license plate. So I go storming into the office. My friend Amanda worked in there, Nicole and the office ladies. And I said, hey, did we get a new resident? And they're like, we're not allowed to, this company policy, we're not allowed to discuss, blah, 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 blah. I said, did Allen Iverson move in here? And they're sitting there looking at me and like, no one's around. And they're like, yeah, he did. And they're like, so anyway, his house, he used to have a mansion in Buckhead, which you have downtown Atlanta. And then 3 or 4 miles north, you have a city called Buckhead that's huge skyline. Skyline's bigger in Cleveland, Ohio, or it's just a big skyline, but it's a really fancy area. Well, he had got his house foreclosed on in Buckhead, lost his house. And his wife had lived across the street, actually in the neighborhood I work in with the kids. And so next thing you know, Allen Iverson had moved into my apartment complex. So I Googled how much money he made in his career, and it was $200 million. And I was working at Carrabba's at the time. So he would come into Carrabba's, he'd sit at the bars. First time coming to Carrabba's, my buddy saw him walk in And he's like, this guy looks like Allen Iverson. He's a small little petite dude, and he orders a drink. So my buddy Tito, the bartender, says, ID, please. And he slides his ID over, and Tito looks at it. He's like, I thought that was you. As Allen Iverson. Well, my point, and Allen Iverson lived right next to me. Okay. It's pretty cool. But at the end of the day, it was sad because he had made $200 million in his NBA career. $200 million. And he blew it. So it doesn't matter. And that's the thing. While he was making the money playing for the Philadelphia 76ers, crossing, Ty Lue up, and the guy could dribble like nobody's business. The way he did his crossover, oh man, it was a beautiful. And he had a good shot too, but he just thought, he thought that money was going to keep flowing, and he just kept spending it, and the shame that he must have to, be living in an apartment. It was sad. So that was a wake up call for me that if I ever get a bump or an increase, not to increase my lifestyle, or if you ever do make the increase, that it's very proportionally, and there's always dramatic margin, huge margin there.
But couldn't he just go and like work with a Coca-Cola or Gatorade and get a sponsor with them? And I mean, because he's got a famous face. Everyone knows who AI is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he was hustling it and working to try to make some money somehow, some way, but he really, got himself into a dire situation. And I heard stories, and I don't know this for sure, but I mean, this Google and YouTube what you want, that he would just go into, like, if they were traveling, he would just go and, fill up suitcases with fine clothes and all this stuff. And he would just leave them at the hotel. Like, he was just flashy. Like, he wouldn't even bring his suitcases home. He'd just leave the suitcases for the maid or whatever with all this fancy clothes and just balling out, type lifestyle. I'm sure he could make more money again. It's just, I don't know what he would do, or, and eventually he moved out.
Mm-hmm.
So, old Caroline, man, his next door neighbor, Caroline, was fine. I figured he, shot his shot with Caroline, but he got denied. So he moved on out. But hey, I don't want to go down. That's a whole other story for another day, but it brings your point home.
Mm-hmm.
That what you're doing, Phil, is smart of living on less than you make. And congratulations on making more money.
Oh, those passive income sources, man. I love them. Love passive income, and I'm sure you know all about that. YouTube pays now with TikTok now pays.
Oh, I'm making TikTok money, baby. Let's see this creator fun.
I don't know about Instagram though, because I know you did very well, but that's probably the next thing I want to get into is the Instagram reels and grow that. I post them and they just flop. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I think maybe it's because I'm just reposting my TikToks on there, but maybe I don't know what
I'll give you a tip, Phil.
Yeah, I'll give you TikTok tips. You give me Instagram.
All right, I'll give you Instagram tips. So there's an app. Now, Brody taught me all about this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Brody showed. I remember where I was standing when he told me to do this.
Let me get a piece of paper.
Yeah, this will get you big time views. And hey, guys, when you start making money and getting big views, don't forget about me, because what we're having is all kind of people listen to my show, and I bring on Al Blades and Juggernaut and you, and I bring on all kind of people, and y'all share your stories, and other guys go out and they start getting big time. Don't forget about us. You take our free advice. It helps you be successful. I mean, at least give me a cup of coffee, a pizza, something. People will forget about us. So hopefully you don't forget about me when you're Instagram famous.
I follow you on all social media that I have. So you're on my, yeah.
I gained 15,000 Instagram followers the last 30 days.
Wow. I need, give me the tips on it.
Okay, here's a tip. The TikTok watermark.
Mm-hmm.
If you post an Instagram with that TikTok watermark on it, Instagram's going to shut it down. It's going to be very difficult to go viral on Instagram because they recognize the TikTok watermarks there.
All right, boom.
Brian's Lawn Maintenance, I watch him make a TikTok, and then I watch it on Instagram, and he's got the dang TikTok watermark on his thing. I'm like, dude, you could have posted the same video and it could have went viral. So how do you get rid of that watermark logo? We'll have the answer coming right up after we hear from today's show sponsor.
Come on.
All righty, guys. Sorry to keep you hanging there with the tip of, and this really helps because if people have asking how am I blowing up on Instagram, this is my secret. I make the TikTok. Okay. I post it on TikTok.
Okay.
On TikTok, there's 3 dots on the right-hand side. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's 3 dots. You click on those 3 dots. One of the option is copy link. You'll copy the link of your TikTok on your phone. I have an iPhone 13 Pro. I love this thing. Did you get a new phone yet, or are you still using that raggedy thing?
No, but I did get a new tablet, Samsung tablet.
Okay.
So
Did you get a new
editing?
Did you get a new camera or something? Because your videos are looking nice. No, same stuff.
Same. Yeah.
Okay. So now you're going to go on your phone. I just open up a Safari browser or whatever. The website's called Snap. And again, thank you, Brody. Brody taught me this. Okay. The website's snaptik.app. So it's snaptik, snaptik.app. Snaptik.app.
Okay.
You'll go there and it will say TikTok video download. You'll paste your TikTok link there. And it's one of those websites that has all these ads all over it. So you got to be careful, because if your index finger hits the wrong button, then some random ad will pop up for Ashley Furniture. I was talking about Ashley Furniture today, and what do you know? I got an Ashley Furniture ad on.
Oh, man.
They're listening to us. Okay. Hey, while you're listening to us, go follow me on Instagram at Green Industry Podcast. Smash that follow button. All right. Now, hello. Thanks for listening to us. So you'll put in the link there, copy the link, and then you'll hit the download button. Now, on my phone, it downloads into some cloud folder. So I don't know where it will download on your phone. So you'll have to find it, and then I save it to my phone. And then voila, it's the same video you posted to TikTok, but the watermark's completely gone. Now you go to Instagram and you post it to Instagram, even though it's the same video.
Yeah.
But I'm getting millions of views. I had one video with 11 million views. One I was just checking with 2.1 million, 1.4 million. I'm getting a ton of views, guys. That's my secret. If you watch any of my videos, you're not going to see no TikTok watermark on Instagram. So
it's not a secret anymore. You just exposed yourself.
I'm helping.
Thank you, Brody.
Yeah, thank you, Brody. I'm here to serve you guys. I've shared my tips and strategies and secrets. I have 750 episodes where I help you guys. So
yeah,
I'm just hoping one of y'all remember me when you make it big. So
hey, Paul, I will never unfollow you for anything. I promise. I promise. That.
Are you throwing a jab at somebody that unfollowed me?
No, I don't know who unfollowed you, but I will never.
Oh, somebody.
Like I said before, man, don't ever quit. If you don't quit, I won't quit. All right.
Well, I appreciate somebody unfollowed me yesterday, man. Woo! But okay, and then after that, I go to YouTube Shorts, and I already have the video, so then I put it on YouTube Shorts.
I see. I don't want to upload YouTube Shorts.
Oh yeah,
I feel like they'd mess up my.
You're in a different situation though, because you're in this. The YouTube algorithm right now is whatever you put out. I mean, it's showing up in my feed and it's getting a ton of views. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend for you doing YouTube Shorts, but for others, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, well, this tip is really good because I didn't even know about the watermark. So they'll just push your video down into like some kind of they'll filter out your video. Instagram will filter it out if you have that watermark. You know what I noticed, Paul? I noticed that when I upload, I lay down some nice stripes at a 2-acre church property, and it got like almost 6,000 views. But then I uploaded a TikTok video, and it gets like 300 or 500 views. But
Instagram can tell that TikTok's watermarks on there. Why would they want to promote TikTok on their competitive app?
Yeah, that's true.
You know how you can share TikToks?
Yeah.
That one you have where you're cleaning up the sidewalk that was going bananas on TikTok. My brother had TikTok sent me that, whatever it is, shared it with me. And I clicked on it, and I'm acting like a big shot to my brother. I was like, I know Phil. I was like, he's been on my podcast. So I took our YouTube video. I was like, are you talking about this guy? And my brother's like, oh, dang, that's cool. But it was my brother watches you on TikTok.
Cool.
To him.
Dude, I cannot keep up with that thing, man. I made it 1 month ago, and just now it hit 400,000 followers and 6 million likes.
Wow.
And all I did was, honestly, big shout out to SB Mowing Spencer Bosley. like I told him, like, dude, you're doing very well on TikTok. And he's like, yeah, you should do it too. You know, it's fun. I'm like, well, what's the point? You know, I'm doing well on YouTube. I don't really want to focus on another platform. You know, he's like, just do it. You know, it's fun. You know, it'll use it as a tool to bring people to your channel. I'm like, you know what? I never thought about it that way. Let's do it. So my whole intention was to drive people to my YouTube channel. You know, I'm like, oh, I'll just post, you know, the best parts of my, you know, of my videos. So I did, and the video started gaining traction, and one of them, that sidewalk one, just blew up. And I'm like, first it went from like 5,000 views to 10,000. I'm like, I had my brother-in-law in the car. I'm like, dude, it got 10,000. By the end of that day, it was like at 30,000. I'm like, dude, like, this is crazy. Well, the next morning I woke up, it was in the millions.
Wow.
I was just like, how? You know, all I did was show how I cleaned a sidewalk, and honestly, it was just a sped up version. You know, I just sped it up and I cropped it a little bit, and that was it. And then I don't know what I did for hashtags. I think I did like FYP, for you, satisfying, relaxing, like those hashtags. And it just caught, and in the YouTube algorithm, or the YouTube algorithm, TikTok, I guess, pushed it up to a higher audience, and there off it went. Now it's sitting at like 33 million views.
Man, and you have 400,000 TikTok followers.
I don't know, man. It all started off with just it being a driver, and now it's like, oh, I got to kind of take this thing seriously, you know?
Yeah. Please tell me you have the creator fund turned on.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I turned it on like a week ago. Okay. So it didn't count towards, you know, all the viral videos. They didn't count. So, but again, it is generating now an amount every single day. So,
well, I'm getting a couple bucks a day. I'm getting like $1.38, $2.45
from the fund.
Yeah, TikTok fund. One day it'll be like $4.50, $4.32. I'm all pumped up. I'm not making big money off TikTok yet, but you do have that turned on.
Yeah, I'm making like somewhere in between $45 and $55
per day.
Per day. Yeah.
Woo.
So multiply that, like $50, multiply that by 30. I mean, you're at $1,500 a month from TikTok.
Yeah, no, that's phenomenal. I know Brody, I'm not going to publicly share what he's making, but he's making a lot of money off the TikTok creator fund for sure. It's really fascinating. Now, the Reels Play bonus, I don't have that activated yet, which is Blake Alberts has been trying to help me out. There's a glitch because they sent it to me 2 months ago. When I click get started, it says it's unavailable. You're not eligible. And then it says, see more. And I click on it and then it says you are eligible. But and then I email them I send them a message and they send me just some generic email. It's been so frustrating because I've been getting crazy amount of views on Instagram.
Can you tell me exactly what you just said again? What was the real what?
It's called Reels Play bonus.
Reels Play
So that's bonus. Equivalent to how you're getting paid off the TikTok creator fund. Reels Play bonus is Instagram's version of that.
I'm sure there's a threshold you have to hit, right?
Yeah, you have to have 10,000 followers. How many followers do you have?
I think I have like 2,500.
Okay, you got to get up to do my snap tick. Just let me know how it works for you.
Paul, if it works, I promise you I'll give you like the biggest shout out of your life.
Hey, thank you. And have a good video too. This is something Brody, when he was telling me my videos weren't good, essentially in a very kind way, but he's like, you have to create it for them to want to watch the whole thing and then maybe even go back and rewatch it. And I think that's why your one has 30 million views or whatever, because it's satisfying to watch. Like I'm sitting there, I'm like, this.
The thing was, again, I didn't even know what I was doing. Spencer told me to post videos that are like 10, 15, 30 seconds. I'm like, well, I could, but what happens? Because now I unlocked like something that's like, you can post up to 10-minute videos. I'm like, I don't really want to post a 10-minute video, but let me throw up a 2.5, 3-minute video. Let's see how it does. And they do quite well. Like the longer videos surprisingly do quite well for me. Yeah.
How long is the viral one of the sidewalk that I watched?
I don't know, but I posted one yesterday and the one the day before. They're both over the one yesterday has like 4 million views.
Wow.
And it has, and that was yesterday, 4 million views, and it is probably 3 minutes long on TikTok, which is kind of shocking because you would think, TikTok is like watch it real quick and go on to the next one, but people are just like watching and mesmerized.
I think that's where TikTok started, back in the day. But now I think TikTok's getting, they're big. I think they might be the biggest social media platform.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to become a little bit more like YouTube and giving, they let me do up to 10-minute videos as well. So
that's what Instagram was, too. The videos. First they did like 15 seconds, or no, I'm sorry. It was Instagram or Snapchat or something a long time ago. But they did like 15 seconds, and then you're like, all right, we can do 30 seconds now, and then they increased it just a little bit. And that's how it was with TikTok, I believe, too. So
SB Mowing's coming to Atlanta for his honeymoon. So I'm trying to go out to lunch with him. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah. Do a little, come to the restaurant like, oh, Paul, oh, hey.
Oh, yeah, I live here, man. What are the odds?
What are the chances? Yeah.
Oh, so we're plotting and scheming. So that'd be cool. I got to meet him at GIE, and thanks again, man. If I recall, you use promo code Paul.
Yes, sir.
To Equip.
Yeah.
Flying or driving from Idaho?
We're driving 30 hours. 30 hours.
I was being sarcastic. Driving?
30 hours. Yes, sir.
Why don't you use some of that TikTok money and get a plane ticket? You need me to do a GoFund? We can do a Green Issue podcast. A plane ticket, man.
No, man.
What's your handle?
No.
Well, now what? You're driving. I'm looking at my map right now. Idaho. You're gonna have to go through Wyoming, South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky. Maybe even go through Missouri.
Only 30 hours, Paul. Come on. Only 30
hours. Phil, what kind of car y'all have?
We're debating on what car we should take. I know I ain't taking my truck.
Yeah.
That's a V8 gas hog.
I'm about to have a heart attack. 30 hours?
It's crazy. Yeah, I thought driving down to California was tough. That's like a 24-hour drive. This is a 30-hour drive.
24 hours?
Oh, it's like a 20-hour drive. But
Idaho's close to. Are you in the north part of Idaho?
Northern Idaho. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Montana, Wyoming, Nebraska, Missouri.
Yeah, but we're going with my wife and my brother-in-law, so we're going to be stopping by places and just doing some, touring around the state.
Okay, well, you're going to see our beautiful country. Are you going to stay at a hotel or something?
Yeah, I don't know. Here, I got a screenshot of what hotel I'm staying at. We're staying at the Sleep Inn in Louisville.
Oh.
Is that bad? Don't tell me I made a mistake.
Oh man!
Don't die on me, Paul. Don't die on me. What did I do? This is my first time, man. What did I do?
Oh man, let me. I got good. Oh man, I can't tell if we're being sarcastic or real. Sleep in Louisville, Kentucky. Oh my gosh!
All right, Paul. It's the Sleep In. I already paid. I paid a lot, man.
You paid already?
I already paid and everything.
Sleep In. Oh, the pictures ain't bad.
Yeah. I mean, I read the reviews. They were like decent, but I'm like, you know what? We're just going to sleep there, so it don't matter. So.
Oh, they got a gym.
Yeah. I don't know. We're going to be doing a lot of touring around that city.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be in the hotel for long.
Okay. You ain't going to sleep in.
Okay. Sleep in.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me see how close it is to the Kentucky Exposition Center. That's another contributing factor.
Oh, it's walking distance.
Well, I'm looking right now. Looking at the map.
I think it's like a 5-minute walk or something like that. Sleep
in Louisville.
What you staying in, an Airbnb or something?
I'm staying at the Galt House downtown. Well, I don't want to waste time. The main thing is that you're close to the Kentucky Exposition Center, and the beautiful thing about we'll have 30,000 people there. We all kind of got each other's back. So, Oh, that was a good one. Sleep in. I stayed at the Red Roof Inn my first year there, and that one was kind of sketchy. But Payjack was in the bedroom next to me, and my buddy Rusty was there, and we all had a good time.
Yeah.
So
hopefully the Sleep In treats me right.
Yeah. No, you'll. Yeah, all right. When you come down from Idaho, I'm looking at my map here. Are you guys going to stay at a hotel along the way or something? Like halfway or?
Probably just sleep at like rest areas and then keep on driving. So we're planning on, I think it would be Sunday night. We'd be departing, or Sunday evening. So I'd drive through the night and then we'd switch off, whoever brother-in-law drives or my wife drives. So we're going to be switching off here and there.
Well, you're gonna absolutely love it, man. It's gonna be so much fun. I look forward to meeting you in person, but there's gonna be people that are gonna come up to you for 3 days nonstop and be like, "I watch you on YouTube, dude." I mean, it's pretty fun. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been talking. My wife's getting sick and tired of me talking about it.
Oh, it's worth.
You talk about it every single day. I'm like, I'm excited. I want to see this because they got the outdoor. Because I got like the pamphlet. So they got the indoor facility, which is huge. And they got the outdoor facility, which is, what is it, even bigger than the indoor one?
Yeah, it's the outdoor facility. They've kept adding to it. I mean, it's humongous, and there's everything you could imagine. So every mowing company has their mowers there. And then they have their gas-powered mowers. They'll have their new electric mowers. And then you got skid steers there. And you got, core aerator. You name it. And it's there, and you can go try it out. And then indoor, I'm usually indoors most of the time. Indoors is just gigantic. I think it's probably physically impossible to see every single booth. I mean, it's just, there's so much there. But that's not, the main thing isn't even that. As you'll find out, it's the networking. It's like, my buddy Naylor and Caleb Allman and Brian Fullerton and these guys. And, so many of them, I met them there for the first time. And we've just cultivated relationships over the years. So it's so much fun. And then you're driving home afterwards, you're already pumped up for the next year. It's just, it's so much fun. Mitchell Gordy and Lamont and Ben Naiman and all these guys, man. It's Tony Rudolph's coming up from Georgia, James Shields. I could name like 100 people, and it's like, they're my friends, and you get to hang out, and it's just, we have so much fun.
Now, do you guys, when you guys like meet each other, are all of you walking around in a group, or do you guys split up?
No. Okay. So what we'll do is the main meetup. I'm sure Juggernaut will be there. SB Mowing, Beck the Beast. We did a podcast last year. It was Beck the Beast, SB Mowing, and Juggernaut. And I didn't even know Spencer was just like brand new to YouTube. He started a YouTube channel in August. I'm interviewing him in October. So Naylor hosts us all for dinner. He pays for it. It's like 600 people he feeds, and it's good food. So that's going to be off-site on Thursday night. So everybody will be there. It's called the Rally. Yeah. So Thursday night it's the Rally.
Is there a specific spot?
Yeah. Well, it's at a restaurant. I forget the name of it. Naylor rents out the whole thing. Let me see if I can get him on the phone. Let's see. I'll call him. We'll get him.
Guest appearance.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a podcast episode with like 3 people, 4 people?
Oh, hold on one second. I'm trying to Bluetooth my Roadcaster to my phone. It says unsuccessful. Why would it say that? They're coming out with a new Roadcaster 2 for all you audio geeks like me. I want to get this accurate information. If you're driving 30 hours, we're going to get you at the right spot. I'm just trying to connect my.
That's Thursday. I'm sure I could talk to you guys Wednesday.
Oh yeah. We'll get
Tuesday,
you
Wednesday.
Now, what is this? One second. I'm determined to try to get this here.
I know it's not at the pizza place, right? Where you guys used to do
it. It used to be a Pleasure Ridge Pizza. So a little history of this while I get connected to call Naylor to get the facts. So here we go. Roadcaster Pro.